Fitin10 Nation, it is day 11 and my clicker has officially broken. It's not even a year old and it's no longer working. I have no idea why. It's a Blitz Wolf, if you want to know. Don't buy Blitz Wolf. It's my second Blitz Wolf. They're just not reliable. Okay, if you have not sent in your feedback, please do so. The link that I sent to you in your macro email, the link for the online form to fill out your feedback, it does not work. And only like one or two of you mentioned this to me, which means that the majority of you have not sent in your feedback. So, I did repost it in Slack. So make sure you go there and click on that link and just fill it out. It takes like probably 5 minutes unless you want to write me a lot. It's totally fine, but it's really, really important that you do this. I want to hear how you're doing. I want to hear your struggles that you're having. I want to hear how you're feeling. I need to know, well, I'd like to know, because I don't need to, but I'd like to know how you're doing and what you're struggling with, okay? And I will answer these in the video of the day, okay? What else did I want to say? I don't know. I don't think anything else. It's in Slack. The link is www.trainonmain.com/fit10 check-in. So www.trainonmain.com/fit10 check-in. 10 is the numeral 10, right? 10. And of course, there's no spaces in that, right? There's no spaces, there's no hyphens, there's nothing. It's just all one word. Fitin10 check-in. All right. You've probably heard me say by now that every time you eat, I want you to have some protein. And there's good reason for this. And, you know, everybody thinks, well, yeah, you know, this is, you need it, you need it for, your muscles. But, it's much more beyond that. Protein, aside from essential fat, is really the only other essential nutrient that we actually need. Now, that's not to say that other things aren't important, but they are at least protein has 9 essential amino acids of the 20. There's 20 in total. 9 of them are essential, arguably 10 because there's a 10th that's essential when you're a baby, and then at some point you grow out of it. And so this is an important nutrient that is involved in so many things in the human body. I actually remember growing up, there was one of my best friends, well, she's still my best friend, one of my best friends. She was vegetarian for a while, and I just remember her hair falling out. And it's just because she wasn't getting enough essential amino acids and vitamins as well. Because she just wasn't eating a, quote, I really hate saying this, but a balanced diet. And so, we can see that protein plays more of a role than just simply helping to build muscle. And in fact, protein won't really help you build muscle if you don't have enough of the other nutrients, because if you don't have enough of the other nutrients, protein's just going to get utilized for fuel, and it can't do its role at helping you to build and maintain all of your tissues of your body, not just your muscle. Okay, so anyways, let me run through, and this is just a handful really of reasons why protein is important to have, but why I really stress it. So let's get into it. Number one, it's highly satiating. Okay, protein is highly satiating. It makes you feel full. It is the most satiating macronutrient out of the 3. So if you're eating this regularly, you're going to feel a sensation of fullness. And this is important when you're trying to adhere to a diet. If you're full, you're not, you shouldn't feel like you want to eat more. Number 2, it helps stabilize blood sugar levels. This is really important. If blood sugar levels go too high, your body has to bring them down. And it's going to bring them down by shuttling, so long as you're not a diabetic, it's going to do this by shuttling that sugar to either your muscle tissue, your liver, maybe if you're active in the moment, it'll be used as energy, or it's going to go to body fat, okay? So it has to be, if blood sugar levels are too high or too low, essentially you're going to die. All right. So we want to make sure that it's in a happy, you want to make sure that your blood sugar levels are at a happy level, okay, a good level. And so protein helps to slow down the release of sugar into the bloodstream. This is a good thing. Okay, now there's other things that will help with this, things like fiber and fat. I feel like I'm missing something. Fiber and fat, and I guess protein, which we're talking about. These three things are going to help to slow down the release of sugar into the bloodstream. Okay, so number 3, it helps with the production of dopamine, and dopamine is a really important neurotransmitter in the brain, in your nervous system, not just your brain, and it helps to create feelings of alertness and feelings of just overall well-being. So you want to make sure that your dopamine levels are up, and really there's one amino acid of the 20 that plays a role in this, and that's what is it? Did I write it down? It is, oh god, why is it slipping my mind now? It starts with a T. Tyrosine. That's what it is, tyrosine. So that is the amino acid that plays a role. And so you could just supplement with this if you had some sort of dopamine deficiency. That might help. But you can think of protein as your friend to make you feel alert and make you feel good. Okay. It helps with tissue repair. Okay, tissue repair and maintenance. Now, when I say tissue repair, I'm talking about all the tissues in the body. So we're talking about bone. Yes, bone. We're talking about skin. We're talking about your organs. We're talking about virtually everything. Your immune system. Okay, well, your immune system we don't think of as tissue, but your immune system, okay, especially things like your white blood cells, the foundation of those is protein, okay, or specific amino acids. So it's really important that you get adequate amounts of essential amino acids, okay? Of course, you need all the amino acids, but the essential ones your body cannot make on its own, okay? So when we think about things like injuries, okay, not just a physical injury, but like a superficial injury, like a cut or something or wound, injuries that we're creating in the gym, we are creating small injuries to the muscle when we're training. Okay, we need protein to help to facilitate recovery with this. We also need protein to help build our immune system, like I mentioned. We need protein. Protein serves as the at least partly the building block to enzymes. Okay, and enzymes do all kinds of stuff in the body. Okay, doing all kinds of different physiological mechanisms in the body. Super, super important. We are basically made of protein and water. Okay, so we want to make sure that we get adequate amount of protein. Okay, not crazy amounts, but a good amount, especially if we're working out with the weights on a regular basis. I'm already at eight and a half minutes. Okay, all right, I didn't even get through all of them. I thought I would, but I didn't. All right, I probably rambled too much. I'll get to them more tomorrow. I'll get to the rest of them tomorrow. All right, message of the day, and the message of the day is this: you get back exactly what you put in. You get back exactly what you put in. And my very first coach that helped me in bodybuilding had a coach who I still know to this day actually quite well. Her name's Dawn Allison. And she said, weight training and diet, like the whole, she was a bodybuilder, but this still applies to you just at a lesser level. But it still applies, okay? And it still applies a lot. That diet and training was really, this was really something that she could see that if she put in more, she would see more, and if she put in less, she would see less. And so this is, she compared it to like a relationship. She said I could put tons of energy into a relationship, and I would never see the benefits or the good outcome of all the energy I'm putting into it. But she would always see this from exercising and dieting. So, keep this in mind, that you get back exactly what you put in. Now, that's not to say that everybody's on the same playing field. Of course, we're not. But we have to just, deal with what we have, right? But I know for sure that if you put in everything that you have, you will do very well in this challenge. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, because I want to wrap this up in under 10 minutes. Positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself. And for the love of humanity, give some gratitude for all that you have. I'll talk to you guys all soon. See you guys.